Well, I did not create a script for episode 2. Therefore, episode 2 was way longer than I intended. So, I've broken it up into pieces. That first piece that you just watched was the musical alphabet. Now we're going to build the major scale from scratch and see what we can learn from that. I am actually going to build the major scale twice, and we'll learn quite a bit from that before we go through all our keys. That'll be the third part. Yeah, I went a little over. This is going to be broken into 3 parts. Enjoy the next section. So, let's just say that we started here. Now that, right there, is an F sharp. Why F sharp? I don't know. Why not? That's an F sharp. Notice that you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And there you repeat your 1. So you see, the guitar is actually laid out just like I'm showing you on this chart. So if I wanted to play the major scale, I'd go 2. 2 more. 1. 2, 2, 1. 2, 2, 2, 1. And that's exactly how we're going to build the major scale, just like you would do it on a guitar string. That's simple. But now notice that in spite of the fact that that's the 8 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the 8 notes, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 1. So there we have that. So now, that is why I've laid out my chart like that. Now let's get to building. All right, so we're gonna start on the letter A and build the key of A. So we start with A, we put another A in there, and then we put the chromatic scale in there. Now the first thing we're going to do is put in our major scale formula. That's how we will find the notes, just like we did on the guitar just now. Okay, these are all the spaces, all the half steps, but this is the pattern of half steps. 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, just like our frets. 1 half space, 1 fret. Simple. All right, so let's go. We're going to start with our tonic, put our tonic or our root note in. Then we're going to put its octave in. Now we go 2 half steps, and what do we have? Well, we have a B right here. Now we go 2 more half steps. Oh, look at that. We have the C sharp D flat. Which one are we going to use? Well, let's keep building this. Notice that this one is a D. So that was our 2, 2, 1. Now we're going to go 2, and we've got an E. We go 2 more, and we've got the F sharp G flat. Now we go 2 more for our last, our 7th degree. We have the G sharp A flat, and then we're back to our A. Now, why can we cross out the D flat, G flat, and A flat? Remember, we use each of the 7 letters and we never repeat one. A, B, D flat, D. That won't work because we've broken both. We've skipped the C and we have two Ds. So it's handed to us on a silver platter, really. When we do it this way, super simple. We know we have all 12 notes. We don't ever have to worry about, well, which one do we use? The scale, the notes, the major scale formula, it'll tell us. Just lay it out. 2, 2, 1. A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. All right, so that's what we've got. Now we know. Now there's one more key rule. Flats and sharps are never mixed. So let's move on. We are going to build one more key. So we do the exact same thing. We're going to have 12 notes and repeat our starting note. We're going to start on a different note this time. And we have our 12 intervals. This time, how about we just bump it up one and start on our A sharp B flat, find out what happens. Okay, so we have to repeat the A sharp B flat. Remember, we repeat our starting note. That's our root note, that's its octave. So, which one do we use? Now, I'm going to tell you now, but we're going to find out by experimentation. We only have two sharp keys, F sharp and C sharp, sort of. C sharp is normally not used, and we're going to see why. And we don't have an F flat key. Now we're going to find out why. All right, so we're just go ahead and use both of them. So we put in an A sharp and a B flat. So now we put in the octave, A sharp and B flat. So let's go two whole steps, and what do we get? Well, if I go two whole steps from the B flat, I've got a C, right? Oops, what's this? We started with an A sharp, I go two. Why can't I put a C there? Because I'd be skipping the B. Oh. So if I take the B and I raise it half a step, then that's a B sharp, right? Now, normally we do not call this note a B sharp, but you could. According to the rules, you take a note, you raise it half a step, and you give it a sharp sign. There you go, B sharp. Well, cool. Okay. Well, let's do the next one. Two more half steps, and what do we got? Oh, what's that? If we're following this bottom line, we got a D. It's real simple. But this top line, you see, we now need a C. This is the C. This is the C sharp. So right here, we have raised the C one half step, so we have one sharp sign. Now we raise it another half step. We have two sharp signs. That's called a double sharp. Yes, they exist. Double flats exist also. Normally we don't use them in popular music, in rock and roll, in bluegrass. I mean, you rarely see this stuff. Okay? And even in jazz, you're probably never going to run into it. But yeah, that is advanced music theory. They get into that stuff. It gets real heady. And you know what? They're still the same notes that we hear. So let's keep it simple. We don't like this. We're not going to use A sharp as the name of a key, and that's why. Let's keep going here. We go one half step, and what do we get? Well, we get the E flat or the D sharp. Two more half steps, we get the F. Oh, we have to use an E sharp. Two more half steps, and we have a G. But look at this, another double sharp. This is getting insane. Two more half steps, and you guessed it, another G sharp, another double sharp. But look at this down here. Isn't this nice? There's our 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. Everything's fine. And that's how come B flat is the name of a key, and A sharp isn't. Now, here's the last one in this set of charts. What is this? Well, there are 7 notes. They have a natural, a sharp, and a flat. 7 times 3 is 21. And of that 21, there are 6 note names that are not used as keys. G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, E sharp, B sharp, and F flat. You will see that all of these have one or more double sharps or a double flat. Now I also want you to notice a very interesting thing. We did the A. The A major scale, the key of A, has a C sharp, an F sharp, and a G sharp. Isn't that interesting? We will find out that the G major scale has a single F sharp. D. This exact same pattern. E has 4, B has 5. It's the exact same pattern. Why? Because we're starting in the exact same place on an A sharp, and we have the same pattern. So the only thing that's going to change is we already started with a sharp. We're just going to add an extra sharp to everything. A, B, C sharp, A sharp, B sharp, C double sharp. So we don't use these. But it is interesting to look at this. Okay,